Hello, and welcome back to the 1940s. If you watched my earlier 40s wardrobe challenge video, you may remember that this is a maternity dress. So is this one. And I'm wearing this dress because I am once again pregnant. I made both of these dresses when I was pregnant the first time with my daughter, who is now 3, and I have grand plans to make more 1940s maternity dresses, as well as exploring some other areas of vintage and historical maternity wear. In the coming months, I'm due in February, so I have some time to experiment with the ways that historical ladies dealt with the changing shape of motherhood. I'm very excited. I have, in addition to the 2 patterns I used for these dresses, I have 2 more dress patterns. This is one of them. I couldn't find the other one, but it's somewhere in my mess of sewing room. And I have a maternity slip pattern, which I'm really excited to try out. I bought all of these patterns 4 years ago, but I didn't get a chance to make all of them before I had my baby. So this time I plan to actually make them, and I'm starting much earlier in my pregnancy this time. I was focused more on 18th century maternity wear the first time around because I had 18th century events to go to. This time I have no events because COVID canceled everything. So this is just what I feel like making, and it's 40s. I cut my hair. I did a quarantine haircut on myself in order to make it easier to do 1940s pin curl sets. And I've been having a lot of fun with that. That's kind of been my quarantine hobby. So if I want to continue dressing up vintage, I'm going to need more than just the 2 dresses, potentially 3. I have another 40s dress that I didn't wear in my previous 40s video that I might be able to wear into mid-pregnancy, just because it has a slightly high waist and a very full gathered skirt. I will model that one right now. So that's the plan. I'm gonna make at least 2 more vintage maternity dresses and see where I go from there. If you haven't seen the other 1940s video, or to refresh your memory, if you did, I'm just going to show how this dress works. The belt pulls the front panel back and ties. And you can see how it expands with the expanding baby bump. It also has pockets, which is a great feature. So it's really quite baggy without the belt tied, and you just simply pull the front panel forward, tuck the excess material underneath, and tie it in the back. So here I'm at 16 weeks. A little bit of a bump going, but you can't really tell from the front, which I think is the purpose of the dress. The pattern envelope gave very little indication that this was a maternity dress. I think you kind of just had to know. That was, it's an interesting thing about these maternity patterns, which I'll go into more detail when I make the next dress. Now I will model this one. This one works a little bit differently. It still has ties, but this tie is connected to this side, and this tie is connected to this side of the front that gathers together. So when you pull them both, it cinches in the waist and ties in the back once again. I like that this one has pockets that are actually a design feature. The pattern is designed in such a way that the fabric of the pocket actually stands out slightly from the fabric of the dress, because this is cut wider than the panel beneath it. So it's just a little fun feature. The neckline has a permanently gathered front, which is stitched onto a bit of seam binding on the inside, and it would have snaps here and here if I had finished that, so instead it has safety pins. I did have to adjust the neckline slightly because it was too baggy in the front, and I have very sloped shoulders, and it was just, it's hard to explain, but it looks better now. It's also very comfortable. I made it out of a super flowy rayon, and I love the way it feels. I hate ironing it, but that's the price you pay, I guess. Anyway, it's a great little 40s house dress. I hope you enjoy coming along with me on this journey. Stay tuned. If you're interested in seeing more, definitely hit the subscribe button, and if you liked what you see, please like this video, and here are some more.